James Hillman, an archetypal psychologist, wrote about seeing through, looking beyond surface appearances to deeper
Mhm.
psychological reality. When you looked into the eyes of those residents, what did you actually see?
So much beauty, so much beauty, the value of life. This human has so much to offer. We are all here to learn. Maybe we had certain thoughts that we didn't act upon. He did act upon it. We didn't. What is the difference? I like to bring it up that there are many people, many beautiful humans that are also serving their purpose, that they have committed crime, but they don't get to face such a consequence because they are in position of power, or they are in a position that they have lots of financial help to not end up in San Quentin. So for me to look into their eyes and connect with them heart to heart, I saw another beautiful human who has so much potential. And there is case by case, we are all different. But I did see how much proper rehabilitation adds to that person, adds to my healing, adds to our society, adds to the frequency of Earth as a whole. Because imagine if you're a guard going every day to work in such an environment with the bars and iron and dark colors and separation between you and your brother or your sister, that is exhausting for that human. They are also in prison. Versus when you're going to a rehabilitation center like Norway, you can call each other by name. You are all in open space. They can approach you to speak. You can approach them to speak. And you have nature around you. It's a different, healthy, healing environment for everyone. So it's good for all involved.
What keeps you going when people may tell you these men do not deserve compassion? How do you maintain hope in the face of such institutional resistance to change?
I would have compassion for the person who is saying that because that's all they can see. That's where they are now in their journey. That's their vision. And for me, I continue what I see, what I believe, what I trust. That's as human, when we become more aware of our power energetically and how we are so much larger than eyes can see, and our abilities, then we can tune into the energy instead of listening to words. When I hear someone's words, it doesn't impact me as much as I read the energy. I see where they're coming from. And I don't try to change or convince. I just love, I hear, I see where this person stands, bring my attention to the light, where I want it to go, what I want to see. Versus if I put my attention here and try to condemn or correct or convince, it's too much resistant. This energy could be contributed somewhere that flows better.
I get the sense what you're saying is we learn through resonance, not through
Mm.
story.
Oh, yes, so good.
You work globally with vulnerable children. And as
Mm.
you sat with these residents, did you
Mm.
sense the children they once were? What patterns did you notice in their stories, if any?
So beautiful, Peter. Yes, yes. We're always that child. I always see the child. Your child, my child, it's coming through the eyes. There's so much similarity when you see the vulnerability, when you see the openness. It's also very strong when they own it, when they see it. I saw them getting emotional, shedding some tears about what they have gone through in various stages. I saw this man who was 25 years in death row, and they recently 3 years ago have moved him out. So he was showing me the cells. He was telling me how he was living and how he was finally allowed to live in a different quarter. He's no longer in the death row, and how he got emotional still after all these years, sharing his story to me, and how grateful he was. He said, my victim's family helped me after 25 years because they didn't believe in the death penalty. So the victim's family came back and said, we don't believe in death penalty. How empowering is that for a human race? And then they moved him finally. Of course, there's lots of legal things involved. And imagine so much energy is invested in every way, financially, energetically, into keeping one in imprisonment and certain treatments. Yes. Most of the residents that I spoke with one-on-one, so well spoken. The ones that I spoke with really have gone inward and thinking. And what I loved, Peter, oh, I so enjoyed this. The liberation of they saying, I did this. Now I am this. What I love, them claiming responsibility for what they have done so comfortably and claiming responsibility for a change that they have made. It was so beautiful. It was the most authentic, open, vulnerable conversation that I could have, which in a real world, I mostly don't. Because the imposter syndrome, people wanting to appear a certain way, people want to appear that they don't do wrong, they only do good, and it's not authentic anymore. So being able to sit heart to heart with someone and say, yes, I did this. I am responsible for my victims. This and this happened. That to me was so beautiful to see that arc of change in that beautiful human being. And nothing is a coincidence.